Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
This is the post we saw about a potential teen takeover happening here. It says McDonald's Takeover Tuesday starts at 3 p.m., ends until we get kicked out. Now, this did not end up happening, but there was a large police presence on scene in the case it did, a sign that law enforcement is ready to respond to these incidents. A trail of terror Monday in the form of teens. A crowd of them seen rushing the streets around Bay Plaza Mall, ending with people in handcuffs and smashed windows. Do you know why people are doing this?
Because they just bored, like they don't got nothing to do, and they just want to have some fun, I guess, on a break. It's school out right now for the whole week. So.
Mount Vernon student Zion Watkins has seen the posts online promoting even more teen takeovers at businesses and public spaces around the area.
Target over here, Cross County.
I think these kids need to get their butt whipped. These parents need to step up and pay more attention to the kids and whip their butt.
Parent Bianca Natal spent some of her afternoon at the salon next to the McDonald's on Gramerton Avenue in Mount Vernon.
All these businesses are shutting down. It's so early in the day.
Where police were on patrol after a post advertising a 3 p.m. takeover.
To me, that's the worst thing. They're ruining the own neighborhoods they live in.
I feel like teenagers want to have a voice and do their own stuff, but it isn't right to have your own voice like this.
In addition to Mount Vernon, several police departments say they're also monitoring social media posts. New Rochelle warning that any activity that jeopardizes residents, businesses, or visitors will be swiftly addressed to the fullest extent of the law. And Yonkers police highlighting their significant personnel, specialized units, and regional partnerships ready to deploy at a moment's notice.
To be caught in that place where you didn't expect anything to happen, I feel like that's really scary.
A police presence also on display Tuesday outside Cross County Center. Another takeover site circulating online.
My message is stop it. Go home, entertain yourself, read a book, stay home.
And the message from police, parents should talk to their kids to make sure they are not participating in these takeovers that can put themselves or others at risk. And neighbors should stay vigilant and report any credible concerns.
Now, a lot of y'all not going to like what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Do y'all take these children to be fools? Do y'all take these children to be fools? You have a president that the world watched. Yeah, these kids was watching. Invaded a country and unlawfully, according to the United Nations and other countries, kidnapped a president. You have a president in America that has 46 felonies in one shot. That's still the president, right? Are you following me? Should I slow down so you can catch up? You have a president that is on the most evilest list that ever touched this earth. Now, I'm laughing because I'm listening at y'all. I'm listening to y'all. Oh, these kids need a spanking. They got bored. Yeah, they was bored. That's what the government told y'all their reason was for doing what they did. Because in history, they don't want the children to really, really speak and tell you why they really, really acting out. Right? They was bored. Let's play that game. What was Epstein doing on that island when he got bored? With the rich, with the elite, with the government. Huh? Should I spell it out? When they got bored, you know, according to the list, you know, the powers that be, they didn't really like to eat the little dark-skinned kids because they felt like they was dirty. So when they was bored, the elite, the rich, the ones that y'all worship, lifestyles of the rich is famous, they use little dark-skinned kids as target practice. They didn't want to eat them. The little light-skinned white ones, they turned to the pizza. So our children, along with us, is watching Donald Trump be accused of, a billionaire, I might add, be accused of taking oil, right? On some, like a pirate. He got ships rolling up on other ships and hijacking their oil. Meanwhile, you got the adults in America struggling. What they call it, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Could barely keep up with their bills. But the children are acting out. And you know how you go to school for a child and the counselor sits the parent down and the kid down, and they finally get to the core of the problem when they ask the kid why the kid is acting out, and usually it's because the kid don't have no father in his life. And that kid is missing his father, but the kid is acting out. Well, our kids is acting out because they see that their parents is not giving them the lifestyle that they deserve. They see that they parents is punks, broken, cowards. The parents is not willing to do what's needed to be done. The parents are cowards. The parents is not willing to protect them. These kids are watching and seeing that the elite do what they want to do. So the kids said if there's no rules, if the elite don't have to play by rules, then the kids don't have to play by rules neither. They ain't worried about getting caught. Why should we? And I respect it. Because when you talk to some of these adults about dealing with what's going on today, oh, you can't do nothing about it. Yes, you can. You know, it's funny, right? Because when the task force come in, DEA, FBI, when they come in to the urban areas to catch the drug dealers, you know what they do? They start from the bottom. Then they work their way up the pipeline. They start from the dude standing on the corner. Then from him, they catch the nigga that supplies him. And then from him, they catch the connect. Now, when it deals to the elite, you start from the bottom. There's plenty of people for us to be making citizen arrests to. There's plenty of people. See, the problem with these young kids is that they organize, but they aimed in the wrong direction. So just imagine, because you know, whoever planted that seed for them to do what they did, I would love to meet the young man who actually organized that whole movement and got the whole city to move like that. That's called power. Now just imagine if those same kids knocked on the door of some of these congressmen that we do have access to that's on that list and made citizen arrests, huh? Them kids ain't making no excuses. They making moves. And even though they might be looting Bay Plaza, running up in the sneaker store, running up in the pizza store, running up in the mall, running up in GameStop, taking games, what's the difference than what the president just did when he hijacked all that oil? Are you not entertained? Or should I say, put it in the comment section, huh? Oh, I know, how's you bugging? So is the elite. So is the right wing. So is the left wing. And it's amazing living in, we living in America at a great time. Because I watched for so many years those dudes that run behind Trump, the MAGAs, begging and pleading and calling. Y'all begging, baby, I'm begging. Y'all begging for a civil war in America. And now The Epstein list gave y'all the #1 reason to fight. For y'all kids. And y'all won't step up to the plate. All you tough men with all them guns that y'all ancestors done passed down to y'all quiet. Y'all ain't saying nothing and y'all ain't doing nothing. Nothing. But quick to sit up there talking about how y'all need to come clean up the black neighborhood. Don't y'all think y'all should be fighting for y'all kids? Y'all children is the #1 victims on that list. But you talking about what the black kids is doing in the black community? I'm not mad at them black kids. They supposed to be angry. Because the only person that got them black kids in America, in New York City, in the ghetto where nobody's smiling, the only one that got those kids' backs is those own kids. What the parents say? Where the OGs at? When them kids was mopping the floor with each other with that gun violence, we had to wait for the police to come clean it up. The big homies was nowhere to be found. You know why? Because they scared of them little niggas. Them little niggas is the big homies. Them young boys is the big homies. And them young kids got every reason in the world to act out. You know why? Because when they friends come up missing and be on posters all over the internet, the adults in their community don't do nothing. They won't even like the post and share it to find the child. And y'all wonder why these kids is acting up. They bored? I'm glad they do this when they get bored. Just imagine what they do when they get angry. What, I got to put that in subtitles or something? If they acting like this when they get bored, just imagine what them kids gonna do when they get angry. I haven't even started on this topic right here, but it is what it is. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Kids is going missing out here. Don't let it be yours. Because the truth of the matter is, if it is yours, ain't nobody gonna care. Hey, y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna go live on my Real Topics with Hassan this morning on YouTube. I'm out.